Betty Overbeek's family tried to outrun the monster storm.
And then the car was just picked up, and it was just...
Wow, look at that.
Father and grandfather were killed.
I looked around, and my mother had been thrown quite a distance from us, but then she came walking towards me.
The devastation was just beginning. For the next hour, the storm, packing winds of up to 300
Wow, Hudsonville to Rockford.
to 50-mile path.
Look how it is here. See how close it is to GR, Mom?
From the lakeshore to Montcalm County.
Wow, look at that.
Hudsonville and Standale were hardest hit.
The fastest wind
Standale.
anywhere in the world in 1956 went down Van Buren Street in Hudsonville, Michigan. The strongest wind
Which is near
anywhere in
GR.
the world.
340 people were hurt. 17 lives were lost. The tornado
That's not bad.
lifted near Truthant. But for those who
There,
survived the
but I
storm's
mean,
path,
lots of hundred
the
and
nightmare
something.
would
No,
repeat
I was injured.
a decade
Well, there was
later.
100 something that was killed in another area.
April 65, Palm Sunday. Oh, that was almost bad as
Worst
Xena.
tornado outbreaks in
Palm
US
Sunday.
history.
Before I was born.
55 twisters across 12 states.
That's bad as Xena.
Including 3 powerful F4 tornadoes in West Michigan.
Think about our tornado we had in 2001 or not? The Michigan tornadoes? Funny.
March of 65 was a very cold and snowy month. If I remember right,
Oh,
Grand Rapids
yeah, the big
had
storm of-
36 inches of
Oh, I heard about
snow.
this.
Like
They're talking about the big one
shit.
supposed to hit us in a few years.
The 30s during the entire month.
F5.
So people weren't prepared for what was going to happen.
The first F4 touched down around dinner time near Allendale and
Rockford.
headed northeast, causing damage for 35 miles.
It went through
all
GR.
the way to Cedar Springs.
It goes to Grand
The
Rapids.
worst was in Comstock Park, where 6 people died.
Comstock's lovely, I
The
heard.
Swan Inn was leveled.
My dad went to the front door, and a long rain came at him, and he said, head for the tornado shelter. He turned around and looked back, and I was buried by 4 feet of cement blocks. He
Wow.
didn't see me. But then all of a sudden, those cement blocks went flying through the air.
As the storm chugged east toward Belmont, in this wooded area, it crossed the
Well, if you see in that area, it would be 8.
1956 Hudsonville-Standale tornado.
I talked to the guy there that owns that property at one point in time when I first came here. And he said, I wonder whether I should move. And I said, no, actually, you could stay here because I don't know of a single point in Michigan that's had 3 of them come by.
Just as the
Oh,
tornado
wow.
lifted, twin F4 twisters were forming near the Indiana-Michigan border.
Oh, yeah.
The tornadoes were tracked within a mile of each other on
Cold water to-
80-mile path across Branch County all the way to Ann Arbor.
There were 2
Wow.
separate storms.
That's
And one followed
from
the
the
other.
state.
One came up, and then the second one came
I'm
up
live, okay.
afterwards and produced a tornado not very far away from where the first tornado was.
The long-track tornadoes in southern Michigan claimed 44 lives,
Are you recording
pushing
this?
the total
I'm
death
live.
toll for the day in our
This,
state.
I can record. I'm not recording this now.
No, I'm just
I wish I was recording this. No, I'm reacting to this because I haven't seen this before. They do this at least once a year. 1977 August tornado.
West Michigan
Augusta.
hasn't done yet.
That's upstate.
F4 tornadoes.
Augusta's upstate.
Tornado a half block wide had turned much of the town of Augusta into kindling.
Roger
The
Brown.
next one formed on a Saturday afternoon near the Kalamazoo
Oh,
Airport.
see, Augusta's real close.
Northeast.
Augusta, Galesburg.
The village of Augusta took a direct hit.
I had the radio on, I didn't hear a thing. The house just started blowing up and I fell on the floor and the rug blew up over me.
I just thankful to be alive.
Amazingly, no one was killed. That day, 44 years ago, is the last time an F4 or stronger tornado
Yeah,
touched down in
because
Michigan.
we had an F3 in our area. Oh, Kalamazoo, 1980. May 13th, 1980, Kalamazoo. I remember seeing this all the time in 3.
The last big one.
This is on time. This is right after.
Yet again.
Yep.
This time, downtown was in its path.
Keep in mind you're downtown. There's
We've been
tall
there.
buildings here. There's tall trees in Bronson Park. You can't see what's going on.
We've been to Bronson
what's
Park.
coming at you.
For 22 minutes, the F3 marched through one of the most populated areas in West Michigan.
We've had tornadoes go through downtown areas before, but it's unusual to get a strong one to go through a downtown area like this.
The majority of the injuries
Really?
downtown occurred at Gilmore's department store. The back wall of the 6-story building collapsed. 2 died there, many more were hurt.
I ran upstairs to the second floor,
And there I could see the top of the funnel and that jagged cloud. Then it was filled up quite a bit of the sky, and I could see all these things flying
Wait a minute,
around
Hackman.
inside the funnel.
5 people died. As the funnel lifted, 3 decades of violent storms suddenly came to a halt. It's now been more than 40 years since our state's last major tornado. Next, Storm Team 8 examines West Michigan's unprecedented tornado drought, and later, preparing for the big one. Whether you're in your car, at your home, or on the beach, we will show you the best place to take cover when nature's fury.
We know where, the basement, right? For us. But the last one we had was back in 2001, remember? The last tornado we had around here, around our area, was 2001.
We were living in Iowa.
I was looking at the mapping, right? There's a few hit here too, Mom. One tornado, right? Started in Indiana. Guess where it ended in? Howardsville. That's just up the road from here. And that was the one.
Yeah, but I know the
2000.
day that I was driving to
I know.
pick you up, that tornado
Nearby.
right behind me.
Thing was, I was looking at some old records, right? I mean, we ate that tornado out. I mean, October. What? The wind?
Cars are back.
Octo-
We get it, and then there's a white
Okay. October 20.
fan-looking thing in that driveway.
October 24th, 2001. You know what thing is though? 2 in Ohio, a lot in Michigan, a lot in Indiana. One tornado started in Elkhart County, Indiana, and ended up in Howardsville, Michigan, which is just up the road from here, near the county line.
Welcome back to
Here we go.
today's special event. I'm meteorologist Matt Kirkwood with a look at our tornado drought. As you
Wow,
know,
here we go.
Fascinated with weather, I clung to my dad's stories where you tell me he witnessed the
Here we go, look
EF5
at that.
tornado back in
54 to
1956 and
2018.
also saw the 1965 tornado as well on Palm
Here we
Sunday.
go.
Here I am, 50 years old, and I have yet to see a tornado in my lifetime. It's
I
a
have.
national trend. Violent tornadoes have gone down
I've been
in
one.
several decades, reaching a historic
Yeah.
low back in 2018. That has also translated
Look at that.
to Michigan.
One.
Notice
One.
clustering in 1950s and 60s of the strongest tornadoes, and right around the
I thought
turn of the
Xenia would be
century,
pretty
we
high.
had 2
2000
tornadoes in the past
2010s.
20 years. That's remarkable. Now,
Ones, the big
upside of this
ones.
is less fatalities.
Oh, that's
Stronger
good.
Tornadoes, more likelihood
One
of
person died.
fatalities.
That's good.
89% of
Look at that.
Michigan tornado
That was
fatalities occurred
one
in
person
the
in
60s.
one person
We've
to
only
now.
had 4 fatalities in the past 30 years directly related to a tornado. Other facts, the last EF4 tornado all the way back in 1977, the last EF3 tornado back in 2012 in Michigan, and the last
We had
one
a 3 around
Michigan
here
was
back in
Tonado
01.
tornado in 2007. This begs the question, why is this happening? Well, we looked at the Pacific Ocean. About every 20 to 30 years, the Pacific Ocean changes its water temperature distribution. On the left side is a cool phase. On the right side is the warm phase. Why is this important? Well, you can see in the cool phase, La Niñas dominate. 50s,
El
60s,
Niña.
and 70s, that
El Niño.
occurred. Then right around
It's getting dark
1980,
out.
we saw a switch to El Niños and the warm phase. And you can see there's a direct
Jeff and his
correlation
girly
between
friend.
El Niños and La Niñas. Less severe weather with El Niños, more severe weather with La Niñas. Why do we think that
Look at
is? Well, the cooler air
Jet stream.
masses during a La Niña come
Hey,
across
baby.
the eastern United
Kathy
States,
said trying to say hi.
across the continent, intersects with that warm moisture
Yeah,
from
sure.
the Gulf of Mexico. Stronger instability results in more strong thunderstorms and more severe weather and the potential of tornadoes as well. It's a cyclical thing.
And this
Just
is
a matter
live,
of
I
time
think.
before West Michigan or the Pacific Ocean goes back into a cool phase, and we may see our next big one. Ellen Baca is here now with a look at our most recent storms.
Now, if
GR.
you look at West Michigan history, the
Grand
most
Rapids.
violent tornadoes like EF4s and EF5s, they all
Xenia,
happen
Ohio.
around this time of year, early spring. But recently, the only tornadoes that have done damage have happened in the summer.
So few
There's
significant
later.
tornadoes have happened in the last decade that when looking back, we start with
Chopper
2014. Late on a stormy Sunday night, July 6th, a rapidly developing tornado touched down near 64th and Burlingame in Byron Center. The twister stayed
Okay.
on the ground for a full 10 minutes, twisting up a trail over 6 miles long, injuring 6 people and damaging several structures. This was the first tornado to hit Kent County in 8 years. The following summer brought
Wow.
another direct hit, this time to Portland. The Ionia
Remember that
County
one?
town
No
took a
siren.
direct hit by the EF1 twister, and amazingly, no one died. But dozens of structures were seriously damaged, including 3 historic churches downtown. 2016 was the most active recently. On August 20th, a seemingly harmless storm rolled onto the beaches of Van Buren County, collided with a supercell cutting up through Branch and Cass, and soon the first of 6 tornadoes touched down, each EF0 or EF1 in strength. Amazingly, there were no fatalities. But damages ended up costing more than $4 million. The only historic storm since the Kalamazoo tornado in 1980 didn't actually spawn any tornadoes. The derecho of 1998 caused
Oh, wrong one. I thought we were
widespread
talking about our
damage
tornado we
across
had.
Michigan. On May 31st at 4:45 in the morning,
Derecho.
winds of 60 to 130 miles per hour came on shore, knocking
Dang.
over campers at Grand Haven State Park and destroying buildings in Spring Lake. The wide swath of destruction continued all the way across the state. 4 were killed. $174 million in damages were done, and we all learned a lesson about the powerful force of West Michigan weather.
Oh, there's crap.
Next, Storm Team 8 prepares you for the big one. We'll show you the best places to take shelter. Plus, how new technology in the 24-hour tracking center will help us keep you safe when a warning is issued.
That's a surprising night. How it gets. Is it me or does it look dark outside to you? Me?
The Golden Nugget Casino is famous around the world for
party.
its innovative, high energy, and award-winning entertainment.
Got a kiss,
Only there
baby?
was a way to take it with you. Hello, I'm
Yeah,
Thomas
we'll do it later.
Casino, owner of the Golden Nugget Casinos, and I've got some big news.
Then I'll take a shower.
Gotta take the razor down here. The electric one and
I'm
the
pleased to
shade.
announce the Golden Nugget Online Casino is live in Michigan. Our revolutionary
Everybody out there?
phone, tablet, and computer gives you access to the Golden Nugget Casino experience anywhere you choose. Come on, guys. We can do better than this. Let's have a celebration. Place a bet on your favorite teams through our new sports book or play your favorite slot and table games, all from the convenience of your phone at GoldenNuggetCasino.com.
Sign up now and we'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. Plus, you'll be entered
That's
to
funny.
win a car in our big free giveaway.
Sunny there,
Download
dark
the
over
app
there.
or visit GoldenNuggetCasino.com.
Do you see that? It's McDonald's. Do you see that right there?
Oh, geez, I'm so.
No, we really can't. So
I'm curious.
There's another one right there.
I
Oh,
was
come on.
looking at the
It's right
pictures, or the video from Nana's 66th birthday.
Yeah.
She turned 70
Choose
this
your
year.
favorite $3 bundle on McDonald's.
And so that means
Like a
that's 4
delicious
years
cheesy
ago.
McDouble paired with
And
everyone's
how skinny
favorite
she
small
was.
fries. Add any size soft
What
drink
had
for
me my
just
phone?
a buck.
How skinny she was, and how my hair looked, and how fat I
Welcome
was.
back to our Storm Team 8
There's
special
a channel right
events,
there.
preparing for the big one.
See, they own 8, 4, and they own.
Hey, don't get all excited over
They all might have
talking
confused.
about her.
No, they're in front of the
Anything
studio.
can happen at any point
Hamburgers in the
the year.
studio.
And while severe weather is always dangerous, you can protect yourself and your family. You just need
She's
to
in the
be
studio's
prepared.
kitchen.
Your home is one of the spots where you can be the most prepared. You know your living space better than anyone, so there are fewer unknown variables that could come into play during a severe weather event. If you live in a house, make sure you go to the lowest level possible and away from any windows during severe weather. The basement is always going to be the safest spot.
Or your
If your
bathroom.
home doesn't have a basement, still head to the lowest level away from any windows. Something like an interior closet or a bathroom will work well. Once you're in your safe spot, there are a few things
See,
you might
helmet.
want to have with
See,
you.
Mom?
Flying debris is
Helmet.
what harms most people during a severe weather event, so something like a helmet can help to keep you safe. If you don't have a helmet, a pillow over your head can work too.
We got
Another
helmets,
thing
we're
you'll want
fine.
to have in your safe spot is an emergency kit. Things like
We don't have
a
batteries,
lot of
though.
water, non-perishable food, batteries, any medication, a NOAA weather radio, a
Got
flashlight,
2 of those.
any cell phones and chargers will come in handy. For those of you who live in any sort of mobile home, Preparation is going to be extra important. Unfortunately, mobile homes are very susceptible to storm damage, so they are never a safe place to be during a severe weather event. It's important that you leave the mobile home and find shelter in a safer location. To stay safe if you live in a mobile home, make sure you're aware of the weather forecast each day. Have a weather app or a way to receive alerts. If it looks like a day when the weather could turn dangerous, start thinking ahead. Plan on going to a safe place nearby. This could be a friend's house or a business that you can get into any time of day or night.
Sirens.
Head to your safe place when a watch is issued. Don't wait for the warning. A warning means severe weather.
Wow, look at that.
And it might be too late to evacuate
Look at that.
at that point. If you are still in your mobile home when severe weather is bearing down, the best thing to do is still to leave the mobile home. Get into a ditch and cover your head with your hands. Now you know how to stay safe at home.
Beach.
The problem is you aren't always at home when
That's
severe weather
interesting.
strikes. There are a few reasons why the beach is a less than ideal place to be during severe weather. You're likely going to be a ways away from the safety of your car or a shelter, and also you might not even hear the sound of thunder over the crashing waves.
So where you go
At the beach,
if you're at the
make
beach?
sure you're watching the sky in all directions. If you notice dark clouds getting closer or you see any signs of lightning, act quickly. Get back to your car or the closest enclosed building. A picnic shelter is not going to offer much protection. A car is also not a safe place to be during severe weather. Tornadoes and large hail damaging winds, they can make a simple drive turn dangerous very quickly. If you can delay your trip, that's going to be the best move.
That's another reason why I bring the cameras
If you are
now.
caught in your car during severe weather, try to find a sturdy building and get in there as soon as possible.
It's historic. It's a history
Never
thing.
fall off a highway overpass.
We're in the tornadoes right now.
Ditches and culverts should be your last resort, and if you are in the ditch, crouch down and cover your head with your hands. There's a myth that tornadoes never hit urban areas.
That's a lie.
That's simply not true. If you're outside in the downtown area, get into the nearest open building or even an underground parking garage. Keep in mind, if you're hearing thunder, lightning could strike at any second. Severe weather is always something to be taken seriously. But if you just have a plan, you'll be able to keep yourself and your family safe.
Next, we'll show you the new technology Storm Team 8 is now using to keep you safe when preparing for the big one returns.
We know how much love and support your mom has given to you over the years. Let Samaritas Senior Living surround your mom with a warm welcome, a team of professionals who provide faith-based caring, and a circle of friends who quickly become just like family.
My mom is a resident here. Couldn't be happier. My mom's happy. Top facilities, top resources, great people. This is my mom's home, and she does feel loved. And she is loved. What more could you ask for?
You want it, we got it. Come on and get it. No waiting. Everything is in stock and ready to go. These are the final weeks of the Love's Furniture bankruptcy liquidation. Rush to any of these 4 area Love's Furniture locations for steeper discounts and your final chance to save. Fine area rugs that add warmth and beauty to your home are 70% off. There's just a few weeks to go before we go out of business, and Love's is pulling out all the stops to sell it all. Love's is a safe store.
I can't believe
Shop
that.
with confidence.
The Olympic spirit is something that's so beautiful and so universal.
It's all about bringing the world together. You represent so much more than yourself.
If it was severe weather, right now I'd be on Chromebook. Right now, if it was severe weather, guys, I'd be on StreamYard right now. If we were in some kind of severe weather, guys, I'd be on StreamYard right now with a bar, with a ticker right here on the bottom, going on right now. But since we have no severe weather, we're good. So if there was severe weather, I'd have like I said, I have a bar down here running. This is a historical thing I'm watching.
You know, it wasn't that long ago that meteorologists on television didn't have access to radar technology at all. 60 years ago, this year, 1961, was the first time a television meteorologist was able to utilize radar technology on TV. And how the times have changed. In fact, here
I'm watching my local NBC affiliate. They're doing a
radar
Through a landmark.
technology, which allows
Have it
us
right
to
now.
identify the potential for the development of severe weather.
There's a radar came out of an airplane.
For a shear marker, which
Hey, Mom.
pinpoints the area of rotation.
The original. Remember back in the old days, they used
within a
that. They used the old airplane radar.
rotation developing. We also watch for indicators
Wow,
of
that's neat. Look at
exactly
that.
how strong that area of rotation may be. Weak, strong, or extreme. And when we see this kind of an indicator, we know that severe weather is a definite threat to parts of our viewing area. We also watch for something that is kicked up from the ground, a debris ball. A part of the radar technology actually allows us to analyze what is coming from the surface. So we know that if a tornado is creating a lot of debris as it passes through a community, that there is definitely a lot of strength indicated with that area of rotation. We also watch the radar scan to see how much of a threat hail is. We know that hail develops in a very strong thunderstorm because you have strong updrafts and downdrafts. And so in an area of intense hail, we know the potential is there for a lot of damage and certainly the potential for some very strong winds to develop as well. In fact, we're able to analyze the development of strong, gusty, damaging winds within an area of a thunderstorm as well. And that's something that we will continue to track for you as we get into the heart of severe weather season.
You in the pen.
And of course, probably the most important thing for you to know is every day at Storm Team 8, we watch the potential development of severe weather
Okay,
threats.
to know.
Not only the kinds of weather that we may be tracking, but also the time frame, including when the best threat is
4 to midnight?
for severe weather. By
4 to
staying
midnight?
tuned to us here at Storm Team 8, we will help you and your family know
When severe weather
when
usually happens
weather
for us.
may be a likelihood
This
of
is going
developing
rapid, but
across the
still.
area. Now we're going to check in with Bill Steffen.
Thanks, Terry. We
The
hope this
oldest person
podcast
here.
has reminded you that powerful tornadoes can happen here. But if
As long as I got
prepared,
power, I do
any storm
videos.
can be survivable. Right now on woodtv.com, we have information about how you can make a severe weather plan and links to where you can buy a
I do.
life-saving weather radio. And make sure to
Walmart,
download the Storm
$30
Team 8 app and turn on notifications to get alerts when a storm is headed your way.
Yep, I got it.
Thanks so much for joining us, and from all of us at Storm
Okay.
Team 8, stay safe.
That's not bad, was it? You're going to watch Jeopardy?
Yeah.
Okay. That was interesting, wasn't it?
Yep.
I mean, different.
For more fun on America's Game.